from fertilelippert.com for those of you who are new to me. I am a Mayo Clinic trained and certified wellness coach, and I specialize in helping people institute change in their lives so they can live happy and healthy lifestyles full of purpose and meaning. So today's topic and what I wanted to talk to you about was something that I feel my wonderful, amazing members of my community, Destination Angel, are not really doing very good at. And it really got to the point that I felt like we needed to have a little bit of a talk. So that's what we're going to talk about today. And that is all about self-care. Now here's the deal. You guys know the members of my community have the biggest hearts. And I will constantly issue inspirational challenges, kind of a pay it forward if you will, a random acts of kindness, and you guys are all over those challenges. Oh my goodness, I mean, there's so much participation in those. You guys are fantastic. But then I'll issue a challenge for self-care. You know, I'll simply ask you to pick one thing to do throughout the week to take care of yourself, and it's crickets. Zero. Nada. Nobody. And I'm like, oh my goodness, these guys are terrible at self-care, right? And I get it. I really do. I'm not judging because it's much easier for me to put my time and energy into somebody else as well. But I wanted to tell you two things about this today because it is really important. You know, I know that we know logically it's the right thing to do because we know if we are fully energized and feeling good, then we can give that much more to everybody we care about and everyone around us. But it's a lot harder to kind of just institute, right? So I get it. So I wanted to share two things with you today to help out with this. Number one is awareness. I want you to actually be aware of what can happen when you live your life like we do. You know, I'm somebody who's in a helping profession, and you guys know I do a lot of work with people who are impacted by cancer. And so people who are in helping professions like that, or even if you're not, if you're a member of my community, Destination Angel, I know that this is you too. It's just how your heart works. You're just big-hearted people, and what can happen is when we're helping other people, we take on their struggle and we feel pain. And it's hard because we feel, you know, so much for these people, and that can actually take a toll on us. So I wanted you to be aware of that. In fact, in the program at Mayo that I was with, we had an entire module dedicated to self-care. It's that important. And again, I know logically we know if we're not taking care of ourselves, we're not going to be able to take care of anybody else, but I really need you to be aware of the toll that things can take on your body when you're not taking care of yourself. And you know, when we're absorbing everybody else's lives around us and not taking care of ourselves, it's more than just being drained physically or emotionally or spiritually. But there are changes that can occur in your body, and we want to make sure that, you know, that doesn't happen to you. So I researched this a bit yesterday, and I thought, well, you know, why is it that people don't take care of themselves? You know, I know we're busy, we don't slow down and do that, but I wanted to share this other nugget of wisdom that I got from one of my favorite authors, Cheryl Richardson. And she wrote a book a couple years ago called The Extreme Art of Self-Care. And I can give you a review on the book later, but one nugget, just great piece of advice from her. And what she was saying is that the majority of the time what she hears about when people aren't instituting self-care and taking care of themselves is because they feel guilty when they do. So if that's you, and you are somebody who feels guilty either saying no when somebody asks you to do something, or you feel guilty when you're just taking the time to do something for yourself, something nice for yourself, something relaxing for yourself in any way, shape, or form. Cheryl's advice was, you know, okay, because you want to be aware of it like we're talking about in step one here, but just recognize that that guilty feeling may always be there, and just accept the fact that you may feel guilty. You know, allow the other person the ability to feel disappointed that maybe you're not able to do what you would like, or they would like you to do for them, and that's okay. You know, there might be an adjustment there, but that guilt, what she said, what was great, is that in time, maybe the guilt will always be there, but in time, it will get less and less. So something maybe you weren't able to commit to something and you just felt terrible about it for days, that time frame will get less and less. And you just realize you kind of have to get comfortable with that feeling. And know that if you don't, truly the impact they can have on you. And this reminded me when I help people institute change. I'm always saying change is uncomfortable, and you've got to get comfortable with feeling uncomfortable. So this is an area I wanted to really challenge you on. And I know that this may be something you experience too, this guilty feeling when you're either having to say no to somebody else to free you up to do stuff for yourself, or just actually implementing some self-care. So just be aware of it, number one. And number two, accept it, that you might feel guilty for a while. And then those feelings will lessen and lessen as you get better and better at implementing that self-care. So, I wanted to share that with you today, and now I'm hoping that when I kick off these self-care challenges, which of course get ready because I'm going to do it soon, I want you to know just, okay, yep, I'm going to feel guilty, this is uncomfortable, it's not me, it's not what I'm used to, but I'm going to give this a chance, because I know if I want to be at the top of my game, if I want to be able to love everybody that I love and do everything that I want to do for everybody, that there's got to be some me time built in there too, and that's okay. It's okay. Change is uncomfortable. Get comfortable with being uncomfortable. Alright, so that's it, my lovely community. Now, if you are not already on my VIP list, make sure you head on over to bertavip.com. It's free. Make sure you sign up, because my VIP members get exclusive content that I don't share anywhere else on how to live a happy and healthy life full of purpose and meaning. So thank you so much for letting me share this with you. Hope you get good at feeling uncomfortable so you can administer some self-care to take care of yourself. I'll see you guys next time.